All right, we're live. We're back for the first official episode. We have a new face with us. Hopefully permanent, right? Right?
Of course, it was our original idea, I feel like.
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Oh, that's a topic. Okay.
I mean,
Is it?
I mean, we could get to it, but we're back with a new face and an official name. So the podcast is called Junior High Hotbox. But
What?
first, you don't even know the name of the podcast? We posted the first episode.
That's the name of the podcast you went with?
Yes. Now you're just gonna diss on it on the first time you're on it?
This is the first thing you're saying is that you don't even know the name of the
No,
I'll go with it.
All right. We'll go there. So I'm Sammy C. I'm joined again by my friend Ryan. Hello, Ryan.
What's up?
And our other friend Eddy. Eddy, say hi.
Hey, I'm Eddy.
So you didn't know the name of the podcast that we're doing right now?
No. Dead ass, dude.
He didn't even watch episode 1.
Episode 0.
I think it was a combination of pittiness and being bitter that I wasn't included. But yeah, I think.
Okay, yeah, we'll talk about it. So, like, how long ago was it? Like, maybe like 2 years ago.
I think we've talked about it twice every year for the last 4 years.
I don't think it's been for 4 years.
I think it might be, bro.
3.
I think it might be. We've always kind of talked about doing a podcast, but it just never came to fruition.
Yeah.
And then
which is kind of partially my fault, which I'll take, because there was a time where we were going to meet up at your house or something, right? And I just bailed.
Yeah, we were going to try to do it in person or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's on me.
I was probably on drugs at that point, and I just was like, "Fuck!"
You were.
Thank God Eddy didn't show up, because I was just gonna be fucking twacked. Or
hey, it probably would have been great content though, if you know what I'm saying.
I would have just been sitting there like, "So what's up, guys?"
Just talking like.
I don't think you were ever visually looking like that.
Yeah, no, I was never. I just fucking was like a stick for a while. But,
yeah, you were 40 pounds.
Yeah. But dude, I dropped all the way down to like $125 at like the peak of like
$125. Are you?
Is that a measurement of weight?
Okay, 125 pounds.
You're a boomer, dude.
Say 125 pounds. Okay, go ahead.
Because meth makes you not eat or anything, okay. So I just lost hella. But anyways,
so yes, the name is Junior High Hotbox.
Is that permanent?
Yes.
All right. What are your suggestions? You have one chance to change the name right now. What is it? What's your one choice?
Cock Boys.
What? And you didn't watch.
What? Did you think of that name too?
Pull up the clip. Sam, pull up the clip. Sam, pull up the clip. Sam,
is that why you walked away?
No. You know what? No, you know what, Eddy? Do you have your phone on you?
I do.
Go to my Instagram right now.
Okay, hang on.
And watch the video.
He watched it, dude. He's trying to play us.
Yeah, I was gonna say. And yeah, like, gotta have the sound on.
Yeah, play the sound. Dude, he watched it. He's fucking with us.
To determine a name for the podcast. Otherwise, it's never being put up. Okay.
You always just say me. Oh no. You did go with Cock Boys first.
Do we have to change the name to Cock Boys?
I never saw it because I told you I didn't want to watch out of spite and pettiness because I wasn't included, which we'll get to. But that's actually crazy that you suggested that.
No way, you're fucking with us, dude.
No.
Do we have to change the name now?
No, we're not changing it to Cock Boys.
We all thought of it. It was the first thing that came to our heads.
You two thought of it.
It's better than Junior High Hotbox.
Junior High Hotbox is fired. It has the alliteration, and it ties into how not only me and Ryan met, but how all of us met.
Yeah, it ties into how
sounds like the title to a gay porn. Junior High.
Junior High? What the fuck are we talking
about? I don't know. That's just
my all right.
opinion.
Hey, lock him up. Get him.
Versus Cock Boys.
We got him, boys.
All right, so. You're not even understanding the name, bro. We all met in junior high, and then we all have done multiple hot boxes together in our lifetimes.
We didn't meet in junior high.
Yes, we all three of us did. Yes, you two
met Ryan in junior high.
Oh, well, the culmination of our trio
Okay,
Cap.
that makes sense.
Yeah, I've known
And
Eddy
that,
since
and
first grade.
yeah, and Eddie, and you're missing the most very important part of our friendship here, of how not only how we met, but how we became true friends. That science class, you and Sam betrayed the fuck out of a certain somebody.
Pause. Are we going to use last names? Because I don't.
No, we're not, but we're
Okay,
using
okay.
first names. I don't give a fuck. We
His
already
name
decided
is Bobby. We can mute it out. We can mute it.
we can bleep it. Okay, but
His name is Bobby.
Definitely bleep it. Definitely bleep it.
His name is Bobby.
Yeah.
What I will say is, that keep in mind that we met in 7th grade. We met Ryan in 7th grade. Bobby.
You did it again.
When I tell this story, I'm so used to saying his last name that I'm Bobby. Great guy. Yeah, I think he's getting married. I've talked to him, later in life. Awesome dude. So I don't want a 7th grade
When did you talk to him later in life?
in high school and shit, and then I maybe like a college party or two.
Oh, okay.
When I was in community college, going to wherever I could get fucked up. That's besides the point.
Okay.
But
Sorry.
yeah, nice guy. Ryan, do you want to tell the story?
well,
I feel like Ryan. Really
okay. Well,
wants to.
first of all, Sam and Eddie were friends. When did you guys first meet? How old are you guys?
We met in kindergarten. He thinks
So,
we met in
first grade.
So that's
Either
not
way,
true.
you guys were very young when you guys met. So they met way before me. And did you guys meet Bobby at that same time too? Kindergarten, first grade,
I'm
whatever?
pretty sure I met Bobby before I met Sam.
Okay. So
Yeah.
Bobby even goes deeper into Eddie's life. So
He
Eddie,
does.
not,
No, we
so,
met.
so, so
No,
Eddie's
we all went
real-
to the same kindergarten together. How?
Okay. Regardless. Oh, so now
You
you're saying
weren't in my
kindergarten.
kindergarten class.
Okay.
Bobby was.
Oh shit! So this is honestly more on you than it is on me. But
Yeah.
we'll
Get to that. So
Yeah.
so you guys were friends. You three were friends like kindergarten through fucking. At least like you guys were the three best friends. The three best friends.
We were the
Whatever.
three amigos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
I don't think we ever
summers-
really used that exact terminology, but you could
But
say we were the three
yeah.
amigos. Yeah.
Yeah, and then summer school going into 7th grade, our parents for whatever reason thought it was a good idea to put us in like a class or for whatever fucking reason.
What class was it though?
It was a science class,
Oh, okay.
which is even more useless. But like, I know science is actually not useless.
7th grade science. Nobody uses anything from that.
I don't remember anything.
Honestly,
from that. I
maybe
don't-
they might use more 7th grade science than actually like advanced science.
Yeah, maybe. But anyways,
Probably.
and so and Bobby was in that class, so it was you three, and then I knew fucking nobody in that class. And however the fuck, I didn't know a single person in that class. I just was like, what the fuck? And I don't really remember. I have no recollection because it was so long ago and just meth and shit that just fogs my memory. But like,
We were
I don't
sitting in
remember-
the back right section of the classroom.
That actually is true, I think.
no
It's
clue.
facts.
But and I don't know what transpired for us to be like, hey, what's up? Whatever. But like, we like became like it was like classmate friends at that point. So we weren't even like that. We weren't even like that tight. It was still like, but I knew. But we all knew. At least us three, we all knew. We're like, yeah, like he's dope, and like he's dope. He's dope.
It was
and, like,
strange how it came about because it was like a respected mutual agreement. Like we didn't really say much. We kind of just accepted it.
which is
I don't know.
crazy for 7th graders to even have
kind of
that
social
emotion,
awareness.
to have that
Yeah.
social awareness and emotional intelligence that we were respected each other's fucking Pokemon cards or whatever the fuck it was at the time. But like,
yeah, like I remember
then-
like looking at Sam and we both did a nod and it just
it was like you're like, yeah, this Ryan guy.
Yeah.
You don't
He's a
remember
guy.
us nodding, dude. What? No.
I
looked at
believe
him,
Eddy.
We nodded. That sounds
No,
like a movie.
but okay, but the defining moment in our friendship this was the defining moment where I was like, these
Oh, I
guys are
remember
these,
this.
these guys are the ones. We had us in that class. We had a science project of some sort, whatever it was, photosynthesis or some shit. And like, I remember the teacher was like, "Oh, you guys, it's like you guys can do pairs of 3." And I remember, I actually do remember.
Mrs.
remember-
O'Rose.
That's what the name was. We were trying to fucking think of it. It was Miss. I
How do
knew
you
it.
remember
Yes,
that shit?
it was Mr. Rose. We were trying to fucking think
It's
of that.
weird. I have a foggy memory, not because of meth, because of my brain tumor. but like there's specific things that I remember in my childhood, and that's
Miss a
definitely one of them.
Rose. Man,
I have a
do we
foggy
change-
memory just naturally.
do we change the podcast name to Mr. Rose Science Class? But anyways,
That's a great name. Continue. Sorry.
but I mean, I don't know. It's
We're
already
not
kind of-
changing the name.
Yeah, we're not changing it. Sorry, Eddie. But
Yeah.
anyways, okay.
We
so-
love it.
Yeah,
And you'll love
so-
it too.
Yeah. So
We even have an
Oh, bro.
abbreviation, JHH, bro. Come on.
yeah.
JHH.
Ooh.
That just sounds like we copied your mom's house.
What's that?
No, it's a different. Fine. Continue.
Anyways,
Damn. Eddie's copying your mom's house with his vibe. I don't even know what that is.
Tom Segura's podcast with his wife.
Yeah.
You love Tom
But-
Segura. All right, moving on.
Oh, he's the best.
Okay,
Move
yeah,
on.
fuck, we keep getting sidetracked. So we had a science project. 3 people were allowed to be paired up for this group project thing. I remember because I was like, I don't fucking know anybody except for these 2 fucks, and that was my exact thoughts, word for word, was these 2 fucks. And I remember looking over at them, left or right, I don't know, but either way, I looked over at them, and I already immediately saw them too, like then looking at each other, like, yeah, like we're gonna group up. And I was like, okay, well, they're already linked up. I was like, I'm just gonna walk over. And I think too, I didn't even realize that Bobby was like tight with you guys at this point, because you guys were hanging out with me so much that I don't even think I remember you guys even speaking to Bobby while we were having that fucking class. But he was there, and I just remember them kind of, walking whatever over to your guys' desk or whatever, because you guys were clearly linked up. You guys were clearly linked up or whatever. So I walk up, and then at the same time I get over there, Bobby walks up, and I was, and I was, I'm still like, it's just funny because it wasn't until years later that like I realized that you guys were that tight with Bobby. But I remember I walked up and I was like, what the fuck is this guy doing here? And then like I was like, hey, like I'm gonna be in your group. And I remember Bobby being like, well, I want to be in the group with them. And I was just kind of like, oh, okay. And I was like, well, who do you guys want to be in the group with? And you guys both just looked at each other. And you looked at Bobby, you looked at me, and we're like, yeah, we're going to pick Ryan. And Bobby was just like, whoa, what? And like, I still, like, at that time, I had no clue that I was like breaking up a friendship. I just was like, okay, cool. Like, thanks. Sweet. Sounds good. Like, I was like, I don't know who this random, I was like, I don't know who this random guy is. But I didn't even realize until we were in high school. And then you guys told me how close you guys were with him. And I was like, damn. And then even then I was like, damn, these guys are the real ones.
That is too funny, dude. That is.
All right, so
True
are
story.
we heathens of human beings, or are we just some 7th graders who liked
I think
another
it's
7th
just-
grader?
Nah, fuck Bobby, bro. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I like it.
No, I'm kidding. He's a good guy. He's cool. He's
Super
chill.
cool, dude.
I haven't talked to him since high school, but if you see this, what up, dude? Hope you're doing
Yeah,
well.
saw, dude.
So, but
Remember that time? It was the first time I ever drank alcohol, and then we ran from the cops together, and then we ended up all getting in the All right, go on.
I don't
I don't
remember that.
I don't remember that.
You
either,
guys weren't
but,
there, bro.
But Bobby was.
That's a story for a later episode.
Okay. Well, anyway, so
It was like, it's like if I was like a superhero and like I had like a comic book series, and my side admission with Bobby is like a special like comic that's like a side story to the main plot. It happened. We had an adventure together, bro. This is like late in high school. All right.
Oh, that was way better.
But anyway, so that's our X-Men origin story right there.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then
Just
we became the Avengers.
Became best of friends after that, and all sorts of shenanigans happened after that.
Oh my god, that was
And
like
one particular shenanigan that I want to bring up,
there's several.
but Eddie, you know the one.
See, 'cause
Eddie
that could branch out into so many. 'Cause
Eddie knows
there's
and I don't know?
several.
Oh no, Sam, you just deny it from ever happening.
Oh yeah, he's blocked it out. But I was thinking of a different one, Ryan.
No, you think that there's a more other crazy defining moment in our friendship that you okay, and I'll go to why I know.
You're right. It's a little
Yes.
crazier.
But Sam will deny this to his grave. But
I don't
have
deny
Eddie.
anything.
I have Eddie as my witness. But
Man,
so-
it makes you think about all the crazy shit that's transpired. Like there's a lot. But yeah, this one I know.
So let me set up the story for you guys. So
Oh God, was this
So
Ryan's
first of all-
fucking story
Sam,
hour
it's
Yeah.
not
about
it's
how I'm a
not
piece of
that.
shit? Is this
It's
what
not
this
that
is?
bad.
well, let me don't even say anything. Let me just set it up for them. So I'm gonna go back even a little bit too. So back in the day when weed wasn't legal, you would get like your medical marijuana card from a sketchy doctor via Zoom, it was like a Skype call that they would give you your fucking card for. Anyways, and we would go to like these dispensaries that probably were like illegal as fuck to get weed and shit, but there was like a bunch of dispensaries at the time. They had these edibles called hubby bars, and the hubby bar is just
hubby
a
bars.
piece. It's like a piece of chocolate. It's probably like it's like that, and it's like that, and then it has like 6 lines on it, so it's like 6 pieces, and you can like break them off.
Why was it called the hubby bar?
I don't know, but you'd have 1 piece and you're high. You have 2 pieces, you're really high. You have 3 pieces of that thing, like half of the whole bar, you're like uncomfortably high. So Sam, this is like it was me, Sam, and Eddy, and then and we went to like some party or whatever, and before the party, Sam decides to eat the entire hubby bar,
Is this
all
in high
6
school?
pieces.
Oh,
No,
I forgot that.
This was right after. This was like summer
Yeah.
after high
Right
school.
after?
Yeah,
think
because
we were freshmen.
yes, because we had our med cards, and I
Yeah.
and
Oh,
and
okay.
I still had my Ford Taurus.
Yeah, I know what we're
Like
getting
golden.
at. Go on.
so Sam goes, "I'm gonna
Sam,
eat
it's
this."
a great story.
It's a great story. And Eddie's okay. I'll get to it. I don't want to spoil it. So then Sam goes, "I'm gonna eat this whole thing," and I go, "That's not a great idea." And Eddie's like, "I concur," and he goes, "I don't give a fuck." And so he eats,
Profusely. We
and he
said,
just like,
don't.
yeah, and then we both are
Oh.
like, okay, well, we advise you not to drink, and he's like, okay, yeah, you're right, I probably shouldn't drink on this. We're like, okay, cool. He's just gonna be obnoxiously high. We can handle that, whatever. And I was driving this night. That's another key thing. I was driving, and Eddy, I think you probably were drinking at some point at the party or whatever. But
Oh, certainly.
yeah. So, anyways, but then we go to this party. Sam eats the hubby bar like right before we walk in or whatever. And then we get there. Immediately within 2 minutes of being at this fucking party, someone goes, "Yo, I need a beer pong partner." Sam goes, "I'll do it." And I go, "Hey man, what about 3 seconds ago when you were like, I'm not gonna drink because I ate a whole hubby bar?" And you're like,
Yo, do you think I'm gonna miss out on an opportunity like that to skip a beer pong line? I'll say yes right now. I don't even drink.
That's a really fair point, though.
So then Sam goes, I'm like, I don't think you should drink. And he goes, "Dude, shut up, watch me." And I'm like, "All right, man, just be careful." Sam I don't know how much he ended up drinking, but I think at one point they started doing like vodka pong. Like it wasn't even beer pong, and you're just throwing them back, bro. And he just gets
it was with
Hold on, why did I
vodka.
do this?
Okay,
For
hold on.
clout.
Oh
You just
yeah,
did it
for
clout.
clout.
Validation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so Sam, and Sam's just fucking throwing him back, whatever.
You made it look easy. It was
Yeah.
impressive.
For right now at this part in the story, yes, it's impressive. Doesn't get impressive in a minute, but so then whatever, we stay there for a while. Sam is clearly fucked up, but he's holding it together at this point. Eddy's
You were composed.
Eddy's moderately drunk, but like he was fine.
Yeah.
And then and I mean, I thought Sam was fine too at that point. He just was kind of like all of a sudden quiet and just kind of like staring off in the distance. But I was like, whatever. He's just fucking. He ate a whole hubby bar and drank. Like, okay, whatever.
He was trying to
then,
understand like which solar system he was in.
Yeah, and pretty much. And so then we go, okay, it's time to leave or whatever. And we get in my car, and then we go, "Hey, who's hungry?" And whatever. And Eddy's like, "I'm hungry." I'm like, "Yeah, me too." And Sam was just like, like whatever. He was just hammered and shit, and was like,
Wait, can you make that noise again?
And so
Hey, you did it exactly the same. Good shit.
yeah. And then we're like, okay, so we decide we're gonna go to Jack in the Box because that's like at the time it was like the only thing that was open that was relatively close.
And it's
so I'm like, and so I'm driving. Sam is sitting shotgun, and Eddy, were you behind me or were you behind Sam?
I was right behind Sam.
So
dude, I skipped the beer pong line and I got shotgun. I was killing it that night, dude.
Yes.
I let you have shotgun because you supplied the edibles, so it was a form of chivalry.
So anyway, so then we're like, okay, so then I'm driving, whatever, and it's like I don't know. I don't know why I remember this. I mean, I know why I remember this is because shit was traumatizing. So I'll never forget this. But like, I wasn't even playing music. Like, it was like dead silent in my car for whatever fucking reason. And we're driving, and no one's saying anything. We're just sitting there, and we're driving to Jack in the Box. I don't know, whatever. And then Sam all of a sudden just goes, "Yeah, I don't feel very good." And so then I look over at him. I'm like, "For sure, man. Should I pull over?" And he's like, "Nah, I'm good." And I'm like, "Are you sure?" He's like, "Yeah." And I go, "Okay, well."
Hold on. When he said, "I'm not feeling very good," there was an ominous tone in the way he said it.
That is true. Yes, I remember. Yes.
Very bad.
And I don't know what.
Tone.
Yes, in hindsight, looking back on it, there was something about it that was weird, but
Something was off, Ryan.
But I decided to go, you know what? This is my best friend and I trust him, so I'm just gonna play this one out. So I go,
when has that ever worked?
So then I go, okay, well, just in case, I'm gonna roll down my window, and if you feel like you're gonna get sick or something, just throw up outside of like my window or whatever. And so then we keep going. Probably we're going for like another like 20 seconds. And then we like pull up to a red light and there's like cars on both sides of us or whatever. And I'm just sitting there and I just hear Sam just go, "Ugh," and he just starts yakking. And it's like projecting, like it's on my dashboard. It's on my, dude, it got on the visor of my fucking somehow. It's getting, and so then I start yelling. And I start yelling at him, and I'm like, "Sam," I'm like, "Stick your head out the fucking window right fucking now, dude."
I've never heard you yell that loud.
And so then
in the band.
So then at first he just goes like this and goes, it's just spraying through his fingers, like just through. And I'm like, out! I'm like, out the fucking window. He then tries to catch her with his jacket that he's wearing. That doesn't work. And then I go, "Sam," I'm like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" I was like, "Why the fuck aren't you sticking your head?" Because he's still yakking as I'm yelling at him. I'm like, "Why the fuck aren't," like, as I'm yelling at him, mid yelling, I'm like, "Why the fuck aren't you sticking your head out the window?" And he looks at me and he just turns his head, looks at me, and he goes, "Yo, I don't want the car next to us to see me." I'm just like, dude.
Valid concern.
Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't give a fuck if the person next to us sees us. You're throwing up everywhere in my car, and he's just like, "I don't want to be. This is embarrassing." I'm like, dude, fuck your embarrassment. And then we were like a light away from Jack in the Box at this point. Light turns green. We go through the light. I go past I literally, it's like the next thing I do is fucking turn into the parking lot of Jack in the Box. Obviously, by the time we pull into Jack in the Box and pull over in the parking lot, Sam's done yakking. So we park and immediately, and immediately we park and I just look at Sam. I'm like, "Bro," and like this, not even a second after I put it in park, I just hear Eddy unclip his seatbelt and he just runs out of the car. But literally at this point, I was just like, I wasn't even concerned about Eddy. Like he just sort of didn't even cross my mind. I was like, "Bro, this guy could get hit by a car or something." Sam just threw up in my fucking car right now. Like I didn't even think about it. So I'm like, "Bro, what the fuck?" And Sam's like, "Oh, I'll pay for it to get cleaned." I'm like, "Yeah, no shit." But it's also 2 a.m. It's also 2 a.m. and I have to get up for fucking work at like 8. So then that's another thing too. I had to wake up that morning, drive to work with Sam's just fucking, and it was over the summer, so it was hot in the fucking car.
I should have given you my car, dude. What was I doing?
I don't know. But anyways, so then, and I'm like, dude, so then I like kind of finally, I'm like, "Where the fuck is Eddy?" And I like kind of look out the window because I'm just still sitting in my car, and I just see Eddy just like on like the way opposite side of the parking lot in front of whatever store, just sitting on the curb. And he
like
just
20
has
yards.
And he just has his hand just, and he's just like this, just on the curb, like knees up, fucking like. He's just like.
I'm glad you're recreating it. That adds the effect to it.
Literally sitting like this. He just. And so then I go over to Eddy, and I just like walk over there, and I'm like, "Okay, what else?" I'm like, "Hey man,
hey,
like,
can I say something?"
Yes,
of course you can.
In my defense.
Yeah.
I don't have a defense. I'm sorry. I've apologized many times in the past, but yeah,
Okay, so
you know, it's pretty fucked
I
up.
walk
I'll
I
acknowledge
walk
that.
over I walk over to Eddie and I'm like, hey man, like and I'm like, we're at Jack in the Box, like you gonna get food or anything? Or like and he just like mid whatever the fuck I was saying, he just cuts me off and puts his head up and he goes, there's so much throw up. And I'm like, yeah, I know. And he was like it looked like the fucking kid from like Sixth Sense, and he just saw a ghost, and he was just like, there's so much puke. Like
As a quick segue, this isn't like the only time I ever like threw up in my adolescence. I would throw
Okay.
up when I would drink. I would even throw up when before I ever drank, when I was like younger. Swear to God, there was one like rec hockey league that I was in, an ice hockey league. And one of the coaches nicknamed me Puke because I had a moment where I just, once again, threw up projectile at the speed of light everywhere.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I don't know. When I was younger and I just fucked with my stomach or like whatever, like it was, those projectiles went ham.
Yeah. But anyways.
All right, go on.
So Eddie's just looks like he just saw a fucking ghost, and he's just.
I'm like, it was like you said, he yacked. It wasn't throw up or it was regurgitation.
Okay, we don't even dive into the details of it.
It was like it was like the chick in The Exorcist. Like it was nuts. It was.
Should that be the thumbnail for the video? Is me like,
yeah, maybe.
And the most what made my skin crawl was like the bottom of the passenger seat had inches of vomit. Like it was.
I wouldn't go say it's inches.
What,
but
filling the entire floor?
It was bad.
Oh my god. Okay, let's not dive into the logistics of the throw up here. Like
the details are important.
People don't want to hear the details of that. They want to hear that I threw up everywhere, not the consistency of it.
Anyways, and then I'm like, okay, Eddie, well, are you gonna get food? And he just looks at me, he's like, no, I'm not hungry anymore. I'm like, wow, so we could have just not driven the Jack in the Box. None of this could have fucking happened. I wouldn't have thrown up all in my fucking car. And would have to, and then so then I woke up the next morning. And then too, I had to drop both of them fucking off like at home, and like I don't know what you did with your fucking clothes or like what did I
do with that hoodie? It was a bright blue Adidas hoodie. Let me.
I know
in the video. I'll pull up the exact hoodie on the screen right now.
No, I know that you just. I remember after you just took the hoodie off and you just threw it away like in the closest garbage can. I remember like.
Nah, I kept that hoodie.
No, you didn't. No way.
I did. It's a bright blue Adidas hoodie with a white logo.
Okay, but
that hoodie stayed in my closet for many more years to come. It survived. Well, Eddie, do you have a story from our childhood, or not childhood, but that's being like fuck boys, you know, like fucking around, getting fucked up, doing dumb shit?
I feel like there's a bunch. Yeah.
Did I remember when we first started like smoking weed in like high school? Eddie would just get high out of his mind. And he wouldn't talk. I don't know if you remember this, Ryan. I don't know if you remember this. When Eddie used to, we all used to just get baked and then just someone
invisible box.
Yeah, we would be like Eddie. We were like Eddie. Well, you're in a box now. We'd be like, Eddie, we'll put you in a box, and then we'd all just start going.
So wait, hold on. So Eddie would get high out of his mind. We all would get high. Like we'd buy a $5 bag from the fucking local dude, and then that would be it. And so a $5 bag is going to get us high for like 2 months.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
I'm just saying, like, we had low tolerance, right?
Yeah, to an extent.
So when Eddie would get high,
children,
he would just not talk. And it wouldn't be like you're like worried about him thing. You'd just be like Eddie, and he would just be like, you're like, are you not going to talk? And he just a calm look, never like frantic or anything. He wouldn't talk. He wouldn't say a fucking word. So as
this trance, and the entire time I'd just be thinking something like, "Why is it called mango? Where's the man going?" And I just wouldn't fucking talk the entire.
Like, what were you thinking when we would say something and you would turn and you'd look right at in our eyes and.
Yeah. But the funniest part was what you guys did.
The invisible box.
Yeah. Because I was convinced that there's this box I couldn't see.
So you
We
would
would-
you would go to what did we
we'd go up to Eddie and we'd be like, Eddie, we're gonna put you inside a box, and once we close the box, like you're not gonna be able to hear anything, and he'd be like, oh. Like whatever. Just freaking. He wouldn't say anything. He'd just go, oh, and then we just go to him like, all right, ready, Eddie? We're like, ready?
Ryan's
We're gonna
drawing
put you
the
inside
box with his fingers.
Yeah, we'll just like, we're gonna put you in the box, ready, and then right when we close it, you're not gonna.
Bro, were you really falling for that?
Absolutely.
That's crazy because weed never really affected me like that. Like,
And then the most fucked up part was you guys would sit there for 20 minutes, be like, "Have you guys seen Eddie? Like, where did he go?"
Oh, yeah, that was another thing we do. We would just go, yo, where's Eddie? And Eddie'd just be like, yo, I'm right here. And we're like, yo, where is he? We don't know. And he just would freak out. And he'd be like, you guys, I'm right here.
And then I would start like actually talking, concerned that I was losing my mind.
Yeah, so then we found out a couple years later, Eddie's actually paranoid schizophrenic. It's crazy.
imagine.
Yeah,
No.
that's funny.
You know what's
But,
funny? Like, should we tell the story of my first time getting high? Because like you may be watching this podcast, you may be familiar with like all of us on stream and stuff. I'm definitely the biggest stoner of all three of us, right? We can all agree.
What's crazy is I was the one that, real quick, before you go into this, just quick side note, I was like the first one out of like anybody in like our fucking grade to like start smoking, because I started smoking weed in like 8th grade. So when anybody wanted to smoke weed that was like our friends, they
Dang,
came
you
to
were
me.
ruining friendships, doing drugs. Like, you were
Yeah.
a wild fucking middle
And everyone
schooler.
was like, and everyone was like, what is with this Ryan guy? And I just was like, what the fuck? I don't get it. Why are these guys tripping? Like, smoke some weed and calm down. And like, but then eventually, like, then there's like freshman year, like every year, like another friend or another two friends every year would come to me and be like, hey man, like we want to try weed now. And I'm like, all right, yeah, here you go. And then it just,
You're
I
like
was
their
just
fucking what's that called? Spirit guide.
yeah, pretty much. I was like their shaman through like the whole fucking experience or whatever. And then it's just funny now. It's
Sounds
just
like we're
funny
talking
now
about like
because-
a psychedelic drug. We're
Yeah,
just
yeah,
talking about
it's
weed.
fucking- yeah, we're talking about ayahuasca, but no, we but it's just weird now how I'm the opposite. I don't like weed really at all anymore.
That's
And-
crazy.
Yeah, like I mean,
It's actually really interesting to me.
yeah. Well, I
It
think
makes sense though.
I actually, and I'm not a scientist, but I've done fucking like research. When I say research, I mean I googled shit, and I
Mhm.
think I know why.
Hey, it's
my brain
2022, bro.
doesn't-
You search some shit, you see it, it's true.
Honestly, yeah, straight up facts, dude. But yeah, like
Yeah,
I think it has a
actually,
lot of
okay.
correlation to do with like fucking like my drug usage of like methamphetamines and shit, because then once your receptors get used to that, it like puts your receptors for like THC and shit, and your brain's like, I don't like this anymore. And it has like a, you know, at least the 2 articles that I scammed through said something along those lines. I don't really know. I'm not a doctor. I can't really like spit it word for word what it said, but it was something like that. And it makes a lot of sense because it was literally right around the time that I started like doing that. That's when I was like, I don't like weed anymore. So, but yeah.
Anyways, I may be the biggest stoner of all of us right now.
100%.
But I was the last of all of our friends, everyone, to smoke weed.
Mhm.
And we all knew the day was coming too. We were just like, oh my God, I can't wait for Sam to finally, because you knew, you were like, I know I'm going to do it. I just don't know when. And we were like, all right, cool. And we were like, come
I
on,
was
do it now.
a chill sober kid. I was like, dude,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
like, dude, it's cool. It doesn't really.
It was
it's
a
not bad for you,
monumental
dude.
day in history. Like that day that like everyone was like, "Oh, Sam's gonna do it today." Like everyone was talking about.
So
it like it was-
I'll tell this one. So it was time. I decided in my mind, look, all my friends at school smoke weed. All my friends at my hockey team smoke weed.
If I want to be cool, this is what I got to do.
I gotta see what the hype's about, right?
Mhm.
So I believe I first tell Cameron, right? I don't know the exact chain of events. Our friend Cameron, this was in junior year of high school?
yeah,
I think so.
Or
Yeah, it was junior. No, it was junior year because I know for sure senior. Because by senior year, we were like smoking weed at lunch and shit,
it was junior.
like every day.
so I'm ready. I tell our buddy Cameron, because I have like a third period class with him. Now we need to form a group, an alliance, if you will. So Cameron hits up Ryan. Ryan hits up Jordy.
It's like a chain of command.
I hit up Eddy. We're locked in. A solid 5. Where are we going to do it? How are we going to do it? Because I had never done it. I'm fucking sketching out, dude. I don't want to get caught. Imagine
we decide
getting caught.
we decide the water tower.
The water tower. It is
Oh,
what it sounds
yeah.
like. It's literally a water tower at the top of like the town. So
Yeah, we shouldn't dox ourselves, but in the city we live in, and it's way up on a hill, and you can see like all of like the
Where we
city
live.
and even more of like the surrounding cities and shit. So it's a sick view too.
That's beautiful.
So I remember you, Cameron, and Jordy were in a band at the time.
Yes.
And you guys had recently purchased what you referred to as the band bong.
Yes.
It was a bong that you guys all fucking like threw in on.
Yeah.
And it was a fat
Like-
bong too. Like how
Yeah, we each
tell me
we
when,
each
tell me
were
when,
like-
tell me when.
I don't know. It was really probably only like no. It was probably you probably. I don't think it was that fat. I think it was like right around there. Probably it was
Yeah.
like whatever.
That sounds
But yeah,
Like a
What's
little
funny
more
is
than a
it's-
foot.
yeah. And it's just I think it's funny too because now you said you're like we all threw in on a bong when it's like
It's like
that
you guys
thing
were
was
going
like-
in on a fucking timeshare or something, dude.
yeah it was really it was like yo that cost us like $50 and our way of looking at it was like yo if we each just don't eat lunch the next 2 days when our parents give us lunch money we can buy a bong. And we're like yeah let's fucking do it.
For sure, dude. So I'm ready. We're going. We decided it's the water tower. We all drive. Who's driving, dude?
Ooh, I think it was Cameron.
I think I was one of the drivers, and I think maybe it was Cameron actually.
Yeah.
So
It was Cameron's
to
car.
get up to this water tower, you got to go like in a neighborhood. It's like a pretty nice neighborhood too, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like in the hills of where we live. Like, and so we go up. We're driving up. It's a big thing. You got to drive up to get there.
Mhm.
You park in the parking lot, and then you have to go like past like a trespassing thing. We're just
And then there's, like,
admitting to crimes on this.
Yeah, there's
podcast.
like a thing. Yeah, there's a thing that's like like no trespassing, and it's like not even a fence. It's like just
a
like
chain, one
it's like,
single
yeah,
chain.
one single chain. It's like no
hanging.
trespassing, and it's just like
Someone wrote on a piece of
but,
paper.
and yeah, and then there's like a fucking pathway after the chain, and so you're obviously like, well, I'm just gonna step over the chain. Where's this pathway go to?
So we go up. We find the water tower. Keep in mind, this thing's like 50 feet wide, like and it's a circle that
Oh, way bigger than 50 feet.
50 feet.
Way bigger than 50. Bro, it's like
So-
it was yeah,
so it's
big.
a circle. It's a big circle, and we're sitting
Fucking
on the edge
huge.
of it. We go on the back side of it, right? We walk all the way around it where there's like no path there.
Yeah.
And so we start packing the bong. I remember it fucking burned the shit out of my lungs. I'll tell you that. It fucked my lungs up. But took one rip. Definitely a lot of pain, but I didn't feel high.
And two, another quick side note, mind you, like the first time that like I smoked weed and like most of our experiences smoking weed because Sam was late. So at this point, like we had bongs and shit, and we had things.
Yeah,
to
you
smoke
weren't
out of,
smoking
like,
out of a fucking bong in
bro,
eighth grade, dude.
And the first thing I ever smoked out of was a fucking soda can. You just fucking, I'm not gonna explain.
That's so
Yeah,
bad for you.
It was
dude.
like soda cans, and then we realized like a year into that, we're like, this probably isn't good for us. So then it was like
Fucking
apples.
terrible. Aluminum poisoning. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Anyways,
So-
so
One hit, not high. 2 hits, not high. Every fucking rip burns the fuck out of my lungs, but not high. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm not high, dude. I don't feel anything. I'm like, dude, I'm just like, my lungs are fucked. When does this happen, dude?
It actually happens to people too. Like they just
Yeah, some people don't get high at all when they try it.
yeah, the first time I did it, I didn't get high.
I was not going to accept that. I'll tell you that. So I keep going around. I think it was the 12th bong rip, number 12. I hit it. I blow it out. Ryan, what did I say to you?
So Sam like blows you. He just like takes it. He's like blows it out everywhere, and because every hit we were like, "You feel anything?" And he was like, "Nah." We're like, "Okay."
This is
Do
just
it
straight up,
again.
nah,
And
nothing.
then he said, "Nah." We're like, "Okay, here you go." Feel anything? Nah, here you go. Like we were even too. Every single bowl we packed, we're like, Sam's getting greens. Like Sam's getting greens every single time. It was probably only
Greens
like
is the first rip for anyone that doesn't know.
yeah, for anyone that's a fucking pussy.
A freshly
Greens
packed,
is-
a
anyone,
freshly
living
packed
under a
bowl.
rock.
anyone here that's a virgin, green is the first hit. And so
Green is like popping the cherry of the roto.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
yes, great analogy. So, yeah, and so then finally we're like, all right, anything, not, and then finally we like hits it like the 12th time or whatever it was, and then we're like, you feel anything? And Sam just kind of like he just like looks around for a second and he goes, I feel like Iron Man, and we were just and all of us just go, yeah, like he's fucking fine, yes, and we're just like, you feel like Iron Man? He's like, I feel like just in my chest, like we were like, dude, he's stoned. No one feels like Iron Man unless they're fucking high. This is great, like.
I don't think Robert Downey Jr. ever felt as much like Iron Man as I did right then.
Honestly, yeah.
I agree.
What I could describe the feeling was like a surge of like electricity was like flowing through my body. That's how I felt. In a good way.
You know, I was so excited and proud of you that that's the night I lost my phone because I was so focused on you. I left my phone at that water tower.
I think I remember that.
I don't remember that.
Yeah. Like
I think too, we were like driving, we were like on the way back to like home or whatever, and you were like, yo, I think I left my phone up there. And we are like, oh fuck. We're like, should we go back and get it? And you just were like, nah. We were like, okay. You just were like, just casually like, yo, my phone. We're like, you want it? Nope. Doesn't even matter. You're just like, doesn't even matter right now. Sam's high. This is chill.
Best day ever. It doesn't matter.
So yeah, I remember I felt like Iron Man. I vaguely remember like the sky having like a almost pink tint to it, dude. That's what I remember. And then we just start running down the fucking hill that we had climbed,
I remember,
like sprinting, dude.
Yeah, like one of us was just like, yo, we should run. And we just all, and we were literally just running and laughing our ass off. We're like, just fucking booking it down this hill. And it was hilarious for some reason.
You kept talking about like electricity and like feeling
I
the
felt it,
flow
bro.
of like you went like the protons, dude. I'm like, so what is what?
The protons?
I don't even know, but I was so interested in the way that like it was your first time and you were like an Avenger essentially, and you felt.
Dang, you did say we became so I'm Iron Man.
You're the original Avenger. Yeah.
W. Who would you guys be if you were in the Avengers? And Eddie, you could talk about this for a fucking hour. What Avenger are you?
I'm Hawkeye.
That's the nerdiest answer I've ever heard in my life.
I think Ryan is Captain America because he's seen some shit.
Fair. It's good. Now I was gonna say Spider-Man. Is Spider-Man even in the Avengers?
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say Ryan's the little fucking Bradley Cooper, like raccoon or whatever he is.
Or that. I'd be down for that too.
That's pretty good. I do want to talk about one thing though on the topic of weed.
I mean, that's the theme of this episode. It seems like weed, projectile, vomit, and
I think I told you this a super long time ago. I want to say it was during Coachella, but I remember there was a period in high school where we just stopped talking for a super long time, and I don't think you ever know the reason why.
Me?
Yeah.
Why?
Ironically, it was like after you started smoking weed.
I actually don't know this. Don't go on.
I guess we can talk about it now because it's just funny and we're like not kids anymore.
Yeah.
But I remember, and this is just like me, it's still growing as a child. I'm not saying this is true. But I remember every time you wanted to kick it, you wanted to blaze. And
I don't see the problem here.
Yeah, what's wrong with that, man? What's wrong with that?
Hang on. But this also explains like why I was so butthurt about the podcast. Anyway, that's another story. So yeah, and then like after like the 15th time we toked, I was like, damn, maybe I was like faded too when I thought about this. I was like, damn, he only wants to kick it with me to get high. And I
Damn.
was convinced, bro. I was convinced that you only wanted to hang out to smoke weed, nothing else.
I did.
So,
No, I'm just kidding.
so there was like a period, like, bro, probably like 2 years, maybe a year and a half, where we just like didn't talk and stopped.
2 years
hanging out.
now.
Yeah, no.
Dude,
wasn't
it
2
was-
years.
it
It was probably
wild.
a semester.
Yeah, it was
No.
bro, back then time.
There was not
Dude,
a 2-year period in high school where we didn't talk.
It was like right after, like in college, like freshman
Oh,
sophomore.
okay.
We just
Maybe.
stopped talking, and I remember that's when I was like trying to do my esports thing, and it just like didn't work out, and like a lot of people would like be like, "Where has like Eddy been? Like, what has he been doing?" And I always like use that as an excuse. But whenever it was like you, I would use that as an excuse. But I was secretly like upset with the idea
Damn.
that you only wanted to get high with me.
Damn, I had no idea. I mean,
But
I don't
it's
give a
just
fuck.
so,
I don't feel bad. Like,
no, neither do I. It's
you know what
hilarious.
I mean?
I was so delusional. But yeah, there's like
Wait, can I interject? You had a whole fucking esports career of some sort that we don't even know like the details about, dude.
that's another
Yeah.
thing to talk about because I was a very insecure person. So
I want to hear
I-
this.
I think it started.
I don't even know about this. I just know that you were like, yeah, I was playing like Han competitively.
Bro, this fool like traveled to like a different country or
No.
some shit.
I lied about half of that.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I didn't even know
Damn.
that.
yeah. So I think it probably hit me freshman year where people were
Of
starting to-
college?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where I was like IVC and I had like part-time job at Old Navy. LOL. I think that's when it was. And I just felt like this is going to be really depressing. So I hope that's okay.
You know, I talked about my meth addiction last episode, so
Okay. Some context before I get into this. Mom, I'm sorry if you're watching this.
She's not.
My entire life, she's on Instagram, so she will see this. My entire life, she compared me. My mom has 2 brothers. She compared me to her little brother, who was a video game addict. And he her words, I'm not going to paraphrase too much. She would basically tell me like, hey, if you just like play video games all your life and don't take your studies seriously and don't go to college, you're going to be a loser just like my fucking brother who lives alone, doesn't have a girlfriend, doesn't have enough money to make jobs, and you're going to die alone. Like my mom embedded this into my brain. So fast forward to we graduate, blah, blah, blah. I play this game, Han, and I'm like really good at it. And like in my head,
Let me just preface. Eddy is insane at MOBAs. Like the Dotas, the League of Legends, the Heroes of New Earth, Han. Eddy is just insane at video games. Just have to preface with that. Any game, he's just better than all of us. So
yeah.
Except
thank
Fortnite,
you.
you're trash.
I didn't deserve that, but thank you. You make me look too good.
you used to shit on me in Mortal Kombat.
That's a totally different story.
yeah,
Don't
you're
get me off
insane at Mortal Kombat, dude.
the point is, I'm naturally good at video games. I think we can all agree.
And his cock is huge.
It's micro. What was I talking about?
Yeah, you
I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
graduate. You
And
have
you
this
were playing
thought in your
Han.
mind that if you play
Right.
video games, you're going to be a low life piece of shit like your uncle.
Right. So this this probably goes on like every year. Like my mom just like says this. So my entire life, I'm like, I probably until like I was 25, I was like, man, I don't know why I did that. But anyway, I had this idea that I had to prove my mom wrong, that I could actually like make a living off of video games and laugh at her. So
Then you were ahead of the times, dude.
this game comes out, Han, and behold the esports scene. There's this scene called Han Tour, where basically it was like any other sport. It was a tour, but they just added the name of the game to tour, Han Tour. So all that shit I told you guys about like flying out and stuff, I couldn't do, and I never did, because my mom, I shouldn't be sharing this, but she was doing something at the time where I had to take care of my sister, and I was basically living like alone and like being
I-
a parent.
I remember that when you were at that house. I don't want to say where because I don't want to dox us, but like
Yeah.
in the gated community, correct? Yes, I'm dude.
Across where Kazra lived, across from that.
Yes, across from there. I
Yeah.
remember that, and I just never asked questions about it because I just was like, and also too, I was just a piece of shit. I was like, yo, Eddie just has his house all the time. Like
We all were.
I was like, why do I care what his mom's doing, bro? If we could smoke weed here and kick it, like I'm not gonna ask questions. But
So,
I definitely knew I was like, there's something up, but
yeah. So never flew out. Those were all lies.
You fucking told me you went to Thailand or some shit, dude.
Yeah, and the reason I lied is because, dude, it gets kind of sad. I saw like all my friends like going to college and like going to like do whatever, and I was like, I think I cared way too much about what people thought about me in high school, and it just like evolved with me in college. So like juggling that and then like what my mom was telling me, comparing me to her brother, I felt like a fucking loser. I got really close to qualifying for Hontor. Never did. Like really fucking close. But anyways, long story short, I lied about all that because it scared me that I was like missing for all this time, like doing this, like investing my life in a game, and for like the idea that I know you guys never would, but like judged me that I wasn't doing anything with my life.
Hey, I wasn't doing shit at the time.
So
well, I fucking dropped out of college to like try to make.
Hey, we were doing the same shit, dude.
Yeah. So that was all a lie. But the only thing that was true was after I played this game that ended up just dying. It was called Strife, and a company which I will not name approached me and my buddies for a contract, but we ended up just turning it down because it was like it didn't make sense. Like we would have made no money. But yeah.
Dang, you were ahead of the times, bro. Not everybody wants to fucking be on an esports team and fucking stream and be a video game player as a living. So
it was a dope experience. And
love your mom to death, but that's a viable job now.
Yeah. But I met some of like the coolest people that I still talk to, and like it's weird, but a lot of the like strategy behind MOBA, like I was able to incorporate in my work ethic, and that's how I got into sales and ended up doing decent at it. I mean, I've been doing sales for I don't know how many years now, but yeah.
Well, damn. I mean, do I judge you for lying about traveling to another country? No, not at all. I don't give a fuck.
But isn't it weird that like it's crazy how fucked our brain is? Like I was so obsessed with the idea like, oh, Ryan's gonna think differently of me, Sam's gonna think differently of me because like I'm just like a loner, like playing video games trying to make a name out of myself. And like here we're just, man, the teenage mind is fucked.
The mind in general, dude.
I mean, that's kind of what we've been talking about the whole episode, is how fucked up and dumb we are. Or we were. I mean, we turned out all right. We turned out okay.
There's a lot of stuff I lied about, but that's probably like the most of it. Even in high school, like I remember like when y'all started like mingling with girls and stuff. Dude, I was a virgin for I don't even know how long. I lied about like I made up girlfriends. Like
I don't remember.
Bro, one time I told you guys I like fucked this chick, and then I didn't.
I probably did the same thing because I was so.
Yeah, one time I told you guys I fucked this chick, and I totally did, and it was dope.
Sorry, dude. We can't all be fucking smoking blunts in 8th grade and fucking girls and shit, dude. Sorry.
Yeah, I didn't even lose my virginity until like right after high school.
Same,
dude.
High five.
I remember when me and you stopped talking for a while, Sam. I think I occasionally talked to you, Ryan. That's when I really started to talk to my homie Mob. I won't say his real name, but I met him through video games. His name's Allah. Shout out Mob. But yeah, I remember I met him, and my mom was like, "Why are you talking to men online? They're gonna find you." And I was like, "This guy's really cool." Yeah, but that's just like our parents, just like watching Dateline and
also a reasonable concern.
Yeah, he was right.
Well, I mean, yeah, no. Despite what anyone has to say, if anybody was going to do it, it'd be a man.
Well, Eddie, I'm glad you are comfortable telling us that. You're here now. You're on the podcast, bro. You love the name with a passion.
Terrible name. It's the worst name I've ever heard. Sam, can I ask you something? Do you seriously not remember us ever meeting in kindergarten?
We met in first grade, dude.
We didn't meet in first grade.
Was that the thing you wanted to talk about?
Yes.
Dude, I don't have a memory of fucking kindergarten, dog. I'm sorry. Maybe
Bro.
we did. Is that what you want to hear?
No, because you don't remember.
We met in first grade, dude.
Okay. You know how when you drive up to there's like the drop-off station and there's like the sandbox like around that corner? That's where we met. And you threw sand in my face. And then you ran
I
away.
did
like
not
a
throw
fucking
sand in your face, bro.
Dude,
No way.
God.
I hope you did.
Dude, I remember it like yesterday. You grabbed a handful of sand and you in my face.
Wait, recreate that? Like a magic trick?
Like a sleight of hand. Like,
Damn.
you don't remember that?
I mean, I'm sorry. What do you want me to say?
We've all played Pokemon, right?
Quick change of pace. But
Let me get there. We've all played Pokemon,
Sand
right?
attack.
yeah, dude.
All right. Red and blue, right?
Yeah.
You meet your rival Gary and you're like, oh, this guy's such a piece of shit.
Okay.
That was my encounter with Sam.
Damn.
I hated this guy for throwing sand in my face for no reason. And I was convinced that I was going to find out who you were, where you are, and punch you in the face when I ever met you.
And when you were in kindergarten?
How
and
do
then
you
we
remember
met.
having these kind of aspirations to fuck me up?
Dude, I'm telling you, I remember the weirdest things after my brain tumor. Like, there's some stuff that's just like really hazy, and then there's just some stuff that's just like it. There's another story I can tell you. But, anyways, first grade, I encountered you and I confronted you, and you made me look like a crazy person. You're like, I don't know what you're talking about. And then we just became friends.
I'm gaslighted you into friendship. That's what's up.
You started gaslighting before it was even a thing.
Hey, that's why I'm built for Big Brother. We'll talk about that one day, I'm sure. You know?
And you know who you were next to when I met you in first grade? Bobby fucking